everyone, it is Toby here, back for another video, and in today's video it is a bit different. As you can see, I'm sat in my chair, in my gym slash bedroom slash workstation, whatever you want to call it, wearing a hoodie, not looking very training mode, and that is because we are here after one of my sessions to go over basically the peaks of recovery and everything that I personally do to help me recover from these big heavy sessions that I do nearly every day a week, help me get prepared for the next one, and maybe some slightly unorthodox things you guys might not have heard but have worked for me. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through like the fundamentals of recovery and the best bits, the bits you should be doing regardless of whether you want to recover quicker or not. Like, these are like the fundamentals of if you go to the gym and exercise massively, you should be doing these things, and you really should be doing these things anyway. And then the second part of the video is going to be some like extra bits, bits that I do that not many other people might do, just some extra things that I do that I feel like speeds up and aids my recovery. So without further ado, let's get into the main points of recovery that I want to cover in this video. So first and foremost, the most important thing for recovery is sleep. Sleep is when your body has the best chance for it to heal itself. So if you are training hard every day, but then are only going and getting 1, 2, 3, 4 hours sleep, you're not getting enough of that recovery time. Even if you're resting on your phone throughout the day, you're not getting enough recovery time if you're not in a deep sleep for 6 to 8 hours, sometimes even 10. So I make sure I get at least 8 hours every single night if I can help it. And honestly, trust me, getting enough sleep really does make a difference to how your body recovers. If you don't get enough sleep in the week, then it is very, very difficult. Obviously, you're allowed a late night every now and again. Everyone's allowed to do their stuff. But if you want to recover properly, the consistency of your sleep needs to be good. You need to be getting good sleep at least 5 or 6 times a week. So if not every single night, for your body to rest and recover. It is when your body goes into recovery recharge mode. And it's not only just about tiredness, but muscle recovery as well, all those sorts of things. It's when your body heals itself. It's when your body uses those stored calories to recover your muscles and fill you back up ready for the next day. So I can't stress this enough. Sleep is the most important thing for recovery, and if you're not getting enough sleep, then you may as well not listen to the rest of the video, because that is the most important thing. So number 2, obviously, is another very, very important thing, and it is sticking to your diet, making sure you get enough nutrients, enough protein, enough carbs, enough fat in every single day. So it is very, very important to stick to a diet plan, or stick to at least a good balanced meal every single day. You need all of the nutrients to get yourself nice and recovered. Obviously, I disagree with the whole keto thing. If it works for you, it works for you. But personally, it doesn't. I need a lot of carbs, I need a lot of fat, and I need a lot of protein. And that also encompasses things like supplements, vitamins, making sure you hit all of the nutrients that you need every single day. It is one of the most important things, because obviously, as I mentioned, sleep is the most important. But if you don't have those nutrients and those calories to fuel you in your sleep and fuel you throughout the day, you have nothing to recover with, and your body is just going to basically be eating itself. And likewise, if you overeat certain things, eat too much of things, it's going to get stored as fat. It's going to be counterproductive. It's going to lessen your body function. You want to be able to get a balanced meal, 3 meals a day, balanced number of calories, balanced diet with all the different nutrients you want to hit, because obviously that is the next most important thing in recovery, is making sure you have the tools that you need to recover your body. You can't go and do the extra bits in this video without basically the fundamentals, which is sleep and diet. Because if you just try and like get like a massage ball or something on you, yes, it's going to help a little bit, but if you're not recovering by your sleep and your diet, you're going to be feeling like crap anyway. So it's a very, very important thing, and it's something everyone should be doing. So the third most important thing, and it does sound like it's pretty obvious like the other two, but it is one of those things people forget, is resting. Having yourself a day or 2 a week that you don't do much exercise. You can keep active, yes, but don't go all out at the gym every single day. You'll burn out, trust me. And doing strongman like I do, it's a very intensive sport, and I used to do 6 days a week lifting, 7 days a week lifting. I've cut that right back to 4 or 5 days a week now, and trust me, it makes a hell of a lot of difference. The professionals don't even. train every day. They take rest days. Rest and recovery days are the most important days of the week. I don't care what you say, how much you love to deadlift, how much you love to bench. Recovery days are the most important days of your training, because it is meaning your body can rest and recover and basically allow you to do the other lifts to the best of your ability. So if you're not taking enough rest days, trust me, you'll know, because you'll be plateauing. You'll not be getting any sort of progress. So obviously don't overdo it. Don't take more rest days than you do training days, but a nice balance. I usually do like a 60-40 balance. So I do like 4 or 5 days training, 2 or 3 days resting a week. And those rest days aren't just sedentary. They are active rest days as well, doing light cardio, stuff like that, which is what we're going to move on to next. And the final, I'd say, essential part of recovery is making sure you do stay active. Don't just sit on your ass all day, every day, and then only be active when you go and lift. You want to be taking regular walks. So I take a walk before and after every meal, near enough. It's only a 10-minute, 15-minute walk, nothing major, but it allows your body to keep moving, your joints to keep lubricated, your muscles to keep working, just keeping your body functioning well. If you end up sat in a chair all day, your body doesn't really know what to do with itself because it's not expending as much energy. So if you want to keep your body function going and keep everything working, you want to keep active, you want to keep moving. I try and hit my 10,000 steps a day. And then sometimes on the rest days as well, I'll do an extra form of workout, which I wouldn't usually do, something a bit different. So either I'll go for a hike, which is a bit more intensive form of walking, as you probably know, or I'll do some boxing, some skipping, some light cardio, maybe a run, something to keep me active, but is not going to take away from my weight training, something more for the mental side of recovery than the physical side, because that is another huge portion of your recovery, is the mental side, not letting yourself get burnt out, not letting yourself obsess over things, keeping yourself accountable, keeping yourself in the zone, keeping yourself to a program. So if you, on a rest day, feeling like that you want to get back in the gym, you feel like you're letting progress die by taking a rest day, just do something else, do something easy. Do a light boxing session, a walk, a run, something like that, something that's not going to kill you, but is going to allow you to mentally think that you've done something in the day, that you're not just sat around. And of course, just walking around every single day is an amazing way to recover, believe it or not. Just not lying down all day watching Netflix, that sort of thing. Be active on your recovery days. Make sure you're not just sedentary, because that actually has negative effects. So now moving on to the less essential things that I do that I find quite fun and that I find really help. So over the winter, one of the main things I love to do for recovery is ice baths or cold water swimming or cold showers. It is one of those things that if I've had a particularly heavy session, I'm feeling particularly beat up, getting in an ice bath for 5 minutes is gonna sort me out. If not just mentally, it allows me to, challenge myself, challenge my body. But really what it does is it allows all the blood to be drawn to your organs when you're in the ice bath to keep them warm. And then once you get out, all the new fresh blood floods back to the muscles with all the new nutrients and just helps speed up that recovery process. So leading up to my competition, ice baths, I did them nearly every day. They're very, very good. Where I'm now back at uni and not training at home, I don't have the ability to use an ice bath because I don't have any big tubs or anything like that. I have a cold shower after I train now, which is where I've just come, which is why my hair's all floppy. But yeah, cold shower, 5 to 10 minutes in there, really does help. If not just mentally, as I said, physically as well. It's one of those things that I'd highly recommend. You don't have to, but personally, I find it very, very effective to help with my recovery, and I have got a noticeable difference when I do them to when I don't. So another non-essential is one of those things that gets overlooked, but it is just massaging yourself, getting someone to massage you. It's just one of those things that's integral. So if you've got a bit of a niggle, a bit of a pain, your muscles are sore, getting something like this, which is just a spiky like massage ball type thing. You can use a lacrosse ball, you can use a golf ball, that sort of thing. Just anything you can like use to roll. You just get your, let's say I've got a sore bicep or something, you just roll it up and down, either using your arm or up against a wall. And if you want to do your glutes and stuff on the floor, it's one of those things that it really doesn't feel like it would do a lot because it is just rolling a ball on your muscles. But trust me, breaking down all those inflamed areas and drawing more blood to the area is the main thing. Using a massage ball like that, it really does help. When I partially tore my bicep a little bit, slightly tore it in my competition, every single day afterwards I was rolling it with the massage ball, getting new blood to that area, and it healed a lot quicker than other injuries I've had. before I got this. So this is actually an integral part to my recovery, and I use it most days because most days I'm quite sore. But I feel like it helps me from getting injured, not letting things seize up, not letting things tighten up. If I keep doing this, it allows it to keep loose, keep lubricated, keep recovered, and it's one of those things where you wouldn't think it's that important, but I think it really, really is. So this one you guys may think is a bit strange. This is a Philips, oh, it's a bit dusty, Jesus. It's right next to my chalk bowl. So it is a Philips infrared bulb. It is an infrared lamp. And I use it to basically do infrared therapy on my muscles and stuff like that. And basically what it does, it emits a red light and an infrared light as well, and heat, which if you shine about a meter away from the muscles you've just worked that day, so say I do legs, shine it on my quads, hold it a meter away, do it about 15 minutes each leg. All it does is, again, the infrared radiation heats up your leg, slowly basically cooks it, bringing more blood to the area, more nutrients, more fresh blood. It's all about that thing, you see me mention it a lot of the time, is getting blood into the area, making sure it is getting that new blood, the new nutrients, quicker than it would usually do, which is why it speeds up recovery. It is very easy. This was very cheap. I got it secondhand on eBay for like 20 quid. Very, very cheap, much better than getting like a full sauna or anything like that. It's one of those things where I'd highly recommend it, and yeah, I just can't get enough of it. It's really been useful. I don't see too many people online using it, so that might be a something you may not have heard of before, which is always ideal. But I personally use it. I use it most days, especially if I've had an injury. It's really good for recovering slight niggles, slight tears, that sort of thing, because it, again, draws new blood to that area, and it's not quite as harsh as the massage ball. Obviously, it doesn't hurt. It's just a nice way to recover, and I do it. It's easy to do when you're doing something else, like I can sit on my phone, sit on my computer, and just hold the light there 15 minutes, watch a 15-minute YouTube video, switch it over. So maybe even when you're watching this video, you'll be doing that, something like that, or my future videos, something like that. But yeah, it's a very good way to recover. Not many people I know do it. I haven't seen online much about infrared therapy. I've seen a couple of the professionals do it, but personally, I think it's a really big positive, and because it's so easy to do and get a hold of one of these Philips bulbs, I don't know why you wouldn't do it. So yeah, if you've got 20 quid to spare, it really does help, believe it or not. So along a similar sort of line, if you have access to such tools such as a sauna, steam room, that sort of thing, if you go to a leisure centre which has those facilities, then of course they are incredible tools to utilise. All have major recovery aspects to them. When I was on holiday, I had access to a sauna and a steam room that I used every single day. I'd do a session, I'd go in there, recover in there for a bit, and trust me, it did make a difference. I felt that throughout that week when I was on holiday, obviously you feel rested and relaxed on holiday anyway, I felt more so than I would usually. I took a deload week and I just spent the whole week recovering, and I came back and I felt absolutely insane. I have to put that down to tools such as the sauna, the steam room. Obviously, I don't use them very often. I've only used them once or twice. I can't really speak on a long-term benefit for them, but obviously if the infrared therapy works with just a lamp, obviously in a sauna or something like that, it's going to help more, allowing you to sweat a lot more, get all those toxins out of your system, and as I said, refresh all the new blood and that sort of thing, draw it all to the outside, to the muscles. Really, really useful. And that's basically, I can't really think of anything else I do for recovery, just making sure you get, of course, your sleep, nutrients, that sort of thing. I'm just going to move on to one final thing before we end the video. So quite a controversial one to end the video on, it is alcohol. Not drinking. I don't drink. I haven't drunk since I started my strongman journey, really. I still go out. I still go to the pub. I still club, but I don't drink. And I'll probably go into that more in another video. But alcohol really does limit your recovery. It makes you sleep worse. It's literally a poison for your muscles and your body. It's a bad thing. Obviously, everyone enjoys it. I've had my fun on alcohol before I started lifting. I don't anymore. And I'd recommend, if you really do want to take this whole thing seriously, you don't drink. Even having a few on a night can set back your recovery quite badly. I'll have one pint every now and then if I'm wanting to, but I won't drink heavily at all anymore, because it does just ruin your recovery and it will knock you out for more than you think. So yeah, you may think you're just hungover for a morning, whatever, but the long-term effects of that is it's doing damage to you that will build up if you don't stop. So you won't realize it, but you may be hungover for a morning, but then for the next 3 or 4 days your body's still recovering, which you don't know about, and then you just really can't make that much progress if you're going out every other night properly on the town. It's why a lot of people struggle to make a lot of progress when they're at places like university and stuff. Obviously, I don't drink, I'm at university, and I'm making good progress, but a lot of people I see who probably work out to a similar sort of degree as I do, but they do go out every other night, they do drink, they're not making as much progress as I am, and you wonder why. But as I said, I don't really want to go too much into the whole alcohol thing in this video. If you want me to make a separate whole video about my stance on drinking and alcohol, then I will. But I just wanted to tack it on the end of this video because it is important for recovery and it is important to cover. But other than that, that is pretty much it for this video. So I hope you enjoyed. I hope that was an insight into my recovery. Sorry it was just me talking to camera sat down. If you enjoy these more personal, more sat down videos, then let me know and I'll do more of them. But I thought it was important to cover my recovery and what I do for that. So yeah, I just wanted to get it out there in a video. But anyway, if you enjoyed the video, please remember to leave a like down below. And of course, comment down below if you guys do any of your own recovery techniques that I haven't mentioned in this video, or you think I've missed anything. And if anything in this video surprised you, and or if you're going to take them up, you can give them a go. Of course, just any general feedback on the video as well is really, really appreciated. And of course, if you could please subscribe, that'd be amazing. I release weekly videos of what I'm up to, what I'm doing, training. I know the last couple of videos have not been training related, but trust me, the training videos are coming back. But I just thought it was important to do this video about my recovery because I don't think I've ever even touched on recovery before properly like this, so I thought it was important to sit down and do that. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.